Well, alrighty, fellas. Good morning, 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 good morning. Would you look at us? 27,000 encounters. Man, that happened fast. 27,000 encounters. And look at this. The shiny Durant flipped already, fellas. 1 mil profit. Like, why would I do gym runs when I could just bam, bam, bam? You know, the profit you can make with shiny flips passively. It took me what, 10 minutes to find this flip? And it's 1 mil Pokeyen in like 3 days or less. That feels incredible, dude. It feels like it's been a while since a PokeMMO stream. I don't know what. It feels like a normal one. The Halloween event is officially over. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Congratulations to everybody for participating. The anniversary event should be coming up later this month, which is almost puts my stomach in a knot to say, which is crazy. Good morning, happy Monday, guys. We're just jumping into typical PokeMMO grinds and typical PokeMMO activities. Gonna be shiny hunting for a little bit here. I've got this lore active, and then I'll probably jump over to the PC to collect Pokeyen from the Durant and stuff at some point. But for the little bit of time here, I'll probably just do my normal single encounter shunting. I do want to switch back towards rares now that I'm getting up there in encounters, and I'm definitely, if Mist is here especially, I definitely want to run a prediction today on whether I'll get a shiny or not, because I see myself shiny hunting a fair bit today. Let's run that prediction, fellas. By the way, yes, I almost wanted to do a quick little video on this, but I can just mention it here. Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that, Kenji. For everyone wondering, this is why I said it's funny. I made a video saying, hey, these, like, let's talk about these investments, and it was like Alpha Zorua, rare candies, and some other stuff. And people must have just saw the title and like bought up Alpha Zorua, because the whole thing was like, yeah, you know what? Alpha Zorua could be a really good investment if it's a one-time thing similar to the Kanto starters, or it's gonna be a really shitty one if it's seasonal. So my suggestion was like, don't touch it, it's not really worth the risk. It was confirmed that Alpha Zorua will be seasonal and come back every single year. That means it could still be a good short-term investment, so don't like go panic sell them all, you know. If anybody wants to Shalpha hunt Zorua, they're still gonna want to slowly buy them up and stuff and like get a collection going to do that repeated process. So, like, I'm sure Alpha Zoruas will still go up to, like, maybe 1 mil or so, or 1.5 mil or whatever, like, even up to, like, maybe 2 mil peak within the next 6 months, but they'll just, over time, they'll just aggressively continue to drop over years and years. So just keep that in mind. Not a long-term investment. That's the good thing to keep in mind. What kitty did you buy? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I did not. I did not pick one up, and I don't really plan to. They're kind of going up at the time being, which is kind of interesting. And maybe they will just continue to grow up. You know, it's totally possible. But I think that they might tank. How many? There's a look at this. Dude, there's 67 Pumpkats listed. That amount of supply is really high. And 64 Trick Kitties. Sorry. I don't see this. I think that they're going to go down. That's a really high supply. Obviously, what's it called? The demand is pretty high as well, but I don't know. I'm not super interested. If you want to invest in them, more power to you. I'm not going to invest in much into this Halloween event, or if anything, really. Hey, Pat, do you think there's a chance for Levitate Gengar to come back into the game? I think there's a chance. Now, I'm no PvP expert, and that's I wasn't playing when Gengar Levitate was tested and came out to the game. It came out for a little bit. It got banned away immediately. It was supposed to be way too strong, which I understand. Like, the thing is, Gengar essentially having 2 immunities, right? Like having Levitate plus being a ghost type, being able to freely switch in against normal type attacks, fighting type attack, well, 3 immunities, right? Damn. Being able to freely switch in against fighting types, normal types, and EQs just allows such a fast-hitting, revenge-killing, like, powerful Pokemon come in, set up nasty plots, like, set up a sub, like, it really just allows Gengar to be enabled so much for free, and it's kind of scary. But I think it's possible to be tested again. I don't know if it would be, like, with things changing and, like, Draco Meteor coming back to High Dragon. Like, I could see Levitate Gengar being power crept in the future. Now, is it time for that? I have no idea. Ask a more talented player like AFC Adino or something. So someone asked in the chat, how come I can't find a hidden ability Nosepass on the Well, first of all, I love you're looking for Nosepass. That's hilarious. I love that Pokemon. And secondly, just not every Pokemon in PokeMMO has hidden ability access. There's not a 100% guaranteed way to tell what Pokemon does have hidden ability access, but there's a couple things you can do. So first things first, you can go ahead and check the Pokedex. and go to alphas. Give me 1 sec on this encounter. Check the Pokedex, go over to alphas, and if a Pokemon has an alpha form, it absolutely has hidden ability access in the game. So that's one way to check. Now, secondly, would be, so let's check for Nosepass, for example. Alpha, I don't think it was an alpha Nosepass, obviously. Yeah, no alpha Nosepass. Let's go to the GTL. Let's search Nosepass. Okay, they come up. Perfect. Let's go over to advanced search. Let's go to hidden ability, yes. And none come up. Now, it's possible there's just none listed, but really unlikely with the amount of players, right? So that's a pretty good way to guarantee / confirm. Nosepass with hidden ability is just not implemented. Another way, there's so many checks, right? Go to Nosepass in the Pokedex, go to abilities, and you see how it doesn't say hidden ability anywhere. It just says sturdy and magnet pull. Whereas if I go to like Magnezone, which I know has an alpha form and has hidden ability act, or let's just Charizard, for example. Hidden ability, solar power. See that? That's a great way to like foolproof check as well if you have a specific Pokemon in mind. Hey Pat, if the difference between Pumpcat and Trick Kitty is already 1 mil, is this a future forecast or is it too early to judge? I would say it's too early to judge personally, but I could be wrong. The anniversary event does not have a date, but the devs kind of hinted at they might try to make it in November, but there's never a date for any event really. It's kind of just when they come out. But we do have historical things like the Christmas event usually coming out on Christmas, you know, yada yada. 34 unread mails, pog you. It's just fossils and like bot stuff on the GTL, hilariously. That's usually, I think most of this is just cheap fossils. Fossils got super cheap during the Halloween event because like not many people were, you know, fossil shunting during, you know, you're like making money in some way or another. So fossils just got super cheap. I'm gonna actually check them now. Fossils just got super cheap, and I just bought, you know, a fair bit of them up. Like if they're under 5K, I'm happy to usually buy them up. I'm not like dying for a shiny Ammonite, but at the same time, like I don't know, the purple is pretty beautiful. Like I'm gonna go ahead and honestly buy these hilariously. Like if they're below 5K, I'm pretty happy to go ahead and buy fossils to pop, like, and go for that. I love just fossil shunting is just so nice. It's just really like the fact you don't have to hatch eggs and everything. It's just such a nice way to rare shunt. Yeah, I'm probably spending a lot more money than I expect. I'm gonna like buy these 44. I'm spending a lot more money than I expected here on this fossil shunt, but maybe I do want Ammonite more than I realize. There's a lot of 5K ones. Do I really need to buy this many? This is 242 here. I'm not buying that. That's too many. But this 30 stack for 150? I'm gonna stop there. That's gonna put me at 20 mil. I'll stop there, but that's a ton bought, man. Not gonna lie. Maybe we pop him some fossils today. The issue is I have to, man, I have to, what's it called? I have to clean my boxes, man. I've got to sell stuff before I can truly start popping like that. Isn't the anniversary event supposed to be in the summer? So we potentially could get 2 anniversary events within 6 months. Hilariously, yes, that's possible. The anniversary event is supposed to be, it seems like they want to hold it in like July/June. But they were so late on this one this year from Johto. It's getting delayed to like November. I'm really hoping they don't just skip over it. That would kind of suck if we just don't get an 11th anniversary. Lefty is linking me a shiny Suicune with his OT. Are you kidding me? How many shiny Suicunes exist in the game now? Congratulations, man. That is, I mean, congratulations doesn't even begin to, I'm like not hyping this up enough. This is just unbelievable. There's like what, 2 or 3 in the game? Well, actually, no, like 5 maybe? I don't know. But anyways, it's unbelievable. Congratulations, dude. That is seriously damn cool. Is fossil shunting cheaper than egg shunting? No, it's more expensive. It's more expensive, actually, hilariously. But it saves you time. So the time difference is with when you pop fossils, you have to sell off a lot of the extras, and that's like the time, you know, but you'll spend like 1 to 2 hours popping, like selling like 300 to 400 or whatever, sorting through and selling. The issue is popping eggs, you have to spend like 6 hours just hatching, right? So yeah, the difference of time is pretty, you save time doing fossil shunts, but it's actually slower, or it's actually, sorry, more expensive to fossil shunt, but faster time wise. This is actually a good reminder. I think Machamp has important egg moves. You got a shiny Machoke as your first shiny. Is that what you're saying? I think it, well, actually maybe not. Does it just get Mach Punch? I wasn't sure if, I thought it was an egg move. Okay, never mind. I'm actually full of shit. Never mind. Yeah, so you can just totally evolve that then. Make it a badass Machamp if you want to. Give it Mach Punch. Drain Punch. Yeah, Drain Punch, Mach Punch. Man, Machamp is... They made Machamp good. But Champ was like NU for like, and like NU like dog shit in NU for so long. They gave it access to Mach Punch and Drain Punch, and it just became a total like Conkeldurr. It's crazy. What actions get limited when you log out at a bad time? Oh, like when you like get like when you like white out from a battle. I see what you're saying. When you log back in, it says actions are limited. I'm pretty sure the only one that I know of, hilariously, is hordes. You can't summon hordes if you like get logged out and like log back in, and it says that message, which is very funny. I'm actually so glad you asked that question because it brings up an interesting discussion surrounding the Pokeforce. I don't know what's called drama, the Pokeforce stuff, the discussion. Someone asked me in chat, have you played Pokemon Planet? And yes, I have. Pokemon Planet is one of the older Pokemon MMOs, and in my opinion, Pokemon Planet was outdated upon release and never caught up. Pokemon Planet is like not even in the top 5. Not even worth playing, in my opinion. I know it's a hardship. It's my opinion. If you enjoy Pokemon Planet, I'm so happy for you. I encourage you to keep playing. I encourage you to have a blast. Try other games, though. And this is like, and if you know, play what you enjoy. But this brings up the Pokeforce thing. I've done some videos, and I did some stuff covering a new upcoming Pokemon MMO recently called Pokeforce. And I've done this in the past. I've made videos covering other Pokemon MMOs. But this was one of the first times I saw people saying stuff like, I'm staying loyal to PokeMMO. I'm only ever going to play PokeMMO. And this is bad for a couple reasons, right? Because firstly, you want to try other games to have the frame of reference of what a good Pokemon MMO should look like and how PokeMMO could be improved. Like, you want to have that reference. You want to have other things to do. As well as, what if Pokeforce is better than PokeMMO? Are you just going to be stubborn and stick to PokeMMO for the heck of it? That's exactly what Pokemon Planet fans did. This is the direct parallel. There's a lot of Pokemon Planet players who either stubbornly stuck with Pokemon Planet because it's just what they started with and didn't switch to PokeMMO, or they just never even gave PokeMMO a try. And PokeMMO is 1,000 times better than Pokemon Planet. It's like kind of crazy, obviously, in my opinion. Imagine all of those Pokemon Planet fans that are like, I see them all the time in my chat, like now making the switch over much later, right? Like over to PokeMMO. Imagine if they just played in 2012 when it came out, or in 2013, or when they first heard about it. To be so stubborn and to like not try other games and to be loyal to one game just for the sake of it, it's just not good. It's not good for anybody. It's not good for the game you're playing. It's not good for the competition. It's not good for building the best game possible. I love PokeMMO with all of my absolute heart, right? That doesn't mean there's not things that can be improved. That doesn't mean we need to shit on the devs either. Being a dev is a really hard job, and you get a lot of critique for it from, you know, armchair game developers like myself, like, you know, KW. There's no reason to be deathly loyal to any game, brand, whatever, right? You always want to be like doing the best thing, like playing the best game, playing the best Pokemon MMO. If Pokeforce is truly better than PokeMMO, it's really, really unlikely, hyper unlikely, especially on release. It probably takes them years and years of development and improvements and communication to ever get there. But if it is, why would I not start playing? And maybe I'll play both. You know, maybe I'll play Pokeforce and PokeMMO for a while, and if it truly gets better, I'll you know, switch or something like that. But it's just being loyal to one just because you feel the need to be. It's just not healthy. It's just not healthy. I don't think it's good. Now, if you want to keep if Pokeforce is better than PokeMMO, and you want to keep playing PokeMMO because you've put more time into it and you love, there's nothing wrong with that. That is totally fine. But I do think saying things like, I'm going to stay loyal to PokeMMO and I'm not going to try other games it's just closed-minded. Don't do that. I preach a lot of open-mindedness in my streams in my community. It's very, very important to growing and growth and getting better and better as people and as gamers, of course. Alfred, if you have a whisper for that, I would love to see it. What the fuck is happening today with chat's shinies, man? Someone linked me a Shalpha Hypno earlier, then I got linked a shiny Suicune, and now someone is saying they just caught a wild shiny Bayleef? That is unbelievable. That is crazy. And we talked about the price of 75% charms. I've been trying to avoid, not really avoid it, but dude, I mean, just stop. Oh my god, this is another reason to not do gym runs right now. Charm prices are disgusting, dude. They're gonna tank once the anniversary event comes out. But the scary thing is, what if the anniversary event doesn't come out in November? What if we have to wait until like next year or Christmas event or something, man? Or Lunar New Year, worst case, that would be terrible, right? Like, Rich's charms prices are crazy right now. We need more supply flowing in from events, man, ASAP. Oh my god, there it is. You're kidding. You just caught this? Yeah, today. This is like 8 minutes ago. No way, dude. Talk about, dude, congratulations. My chat is killing it today. I've got to catch up, man. You guys are embarrassing me at this point. Dude, congratulations. That's crazy. Shalpha Hypno, Shiny Suicune, Shiny Wild Bayleef. Talk about, dude, imagine this was a shiny rating competition. That'd be crazy. I've got 20 minutes left on the shiny charm. After this charm, I'm going to head back to the PC, collect the Pokeyen I have sitting, also collect all the fossils I have in my mail, and then I might pop a charm, and maybe I'll go for Almond. No, I can't. Never mind. I keep forgetting. I have my PC is too full, but I'll be doing some regrouping and some money and stuff. We'll do some business here in a sec. Some business. Let's actually check Amulet Coins. Amulet Coins, I think last time were like 21k last I checked. They had gone up in price a bit, but they seem to be going back down a little bit. The thing with Amulet Coins was that they had gone up in price because Thief was like bugged and nobody could go Thief farm them, and people need them right now. So it's like, that was a recipe for disaster. But they seem to be a lot better right now. What's the rarest unclaimed shiny in the game? I couldn't remember. This is the easiest answer. It's Shaman. Shiny Shaman does not exist, and you cannot breed it. So you have to wait until a Lunar New Year event. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Shiny Shaman's the rarest shiny in the game because it's possible to get, but no one has one, which is really crazy. Yeah, Shalpha Zorua is another hyper rare shiny that I'm assuming doesn't exist yet. That's a cool one. Yeah, it's possible and there's none yet. That's awesome. That's interesting. I just want the UU 10,000 point reward. I got a full setup for the Slowpoke costume. Let me check it out right now. What's the hat right now? Dude, it must be brutal to get. Dude, to get fucking UU games right now. I'm pretty sure that tier is like, maybe, well, actually, maybe, how's it with the event over? Look at that. Numbers have rebounded a bit. 1,600 games played versus OU's 200,000. That's kind of sad, but okay. Things are rebounding a bit. Things are rebounding. I have not, dude, this is really sad to me. I keep saying this is the biggest. This is so sad, actually. This is the least amount of games played for NU and UU that I've ever seen in my entire life. It is actually crazy how dead these tiers are compared to OU. I need to do some NU gameplay coverage soon because it's just sad, man. It's really unfortunate to see. Let me check the rewards really quick though. For UU, let's see. Not doubles. UU. Why can't I? UU. The Yawn Hood. That's even just cute alone. It's like very like pig-esque to me. Obviously, you're going for the slow bro look. That's awesome, dude. Good luck to you. That's a cool one, too. Damn. Okay, they kind of have some cool ones. Or what's randoms? I don't care about the rat hood, though. Good luck to you, man. Oh, the Bidoof one. I need to work for some of those at some point, but they're just such long term. I don't play PvP that much, you know. That's a tough one, but good luck to you on your journey to that hat, dude. Do you think it matters what PvP tier you start PvP in? Is it any easier or harder to start in? Yes, 1,000,000% it matters. That's actually a great question. That's a fantastic. If you jump into NU from scratch, you are gonna get dumpstered. I'm sorry, dude. NU players and UU players are just way better because, like, on average, because there's just more OU players, right? So like most people play OU. I think starting in randoms. I have a whole video. If you haven't seen it, if you want to get in PvP, man, I have a fantastic hour-long guide of like from scratch getting into PvP. Doubles is that is true. I always forget doubles, but you're actually correct. Doubles is definitely the hardest to just jump into. You'll get dumpstered even harder. But yeah, start in randoms and then branch off into OU would be my recommendation for most players. I have a full from scratch to like tournament like progression guide for PvP on my channel. I really recommend it. It's pretty solid. Had a great collaboration with AFC Adino, who's a fantastic, the best YouTuber for PvP PokeMMO content. The hard part about PvP is stuff like most people know that Quagsire has water absorb, right? But how many people actually remember when facing down an opponent with a Quagsire on their team, but maybe they have like a Golem in right now? How many people remember, oh, they're going to switch to Quagsire, I shouldn't surf here, right? Like that's we're actually remembering it in the battle and in situations. That's what's hard about PvP. Even if knowing the information is not enough. It's about knowing the information and actually being able to recall that information and implement it while also picking your moves. And you're almost like, Pokemon PvP is almost like playing into two heads at once. You're predicting what your opponents, like you're playing through their head and playing through their game while also playing through your own, right? That's the tough part about Pokemon PvP. I feel like you don't have to worry about offsetting the cost of lures when doing single encounters. If you want to, for certain things, like Quick Ball and Shroomishes might be good, but things like if you're hunting at Quilava for Suicune or hunting here for Bagon, like maybe something, but like it's really time, yeah, like time versus cost, like you said. expert lures only cost like 15k an hour, maybe 20k at max, but like it should be like 15k an hour. So like imagine if you do a gym run and you make 300,000 Pokeyen in 1 hour, right? You'd have to do how many hours of lure hunting to like work that off? Like one gym rerun, that's crazy. Think about that. One gym rerun, 1 hour of gym run is equivalent to 20 hours of lure shunting. Like that's how cheap lures are. Like that's crazy. They seem expensive when you buy them, but like that's really impressive. Hey, I'm brand new to PokeMMO. Will you stream PvP content so the viewers can get a feel for it and what we need? No, I'm gonna be honest. I will never stream PvP content. The reason why, well, firstly, that wouldn't give viewers a good feel for it because stream sniping is an issue. Playing against stream sniping is not a thing that you guys will have to worry about, and it's not a thing that I want to worry about. I'm not good enough. I am not nearly good enough to play through stream sniping. I'm sorry. I'm just not talented enough. Some people can do it. I cannot. Stream sniping would be a pretty big issue for me. It would like totally screw up. Like if someone can see my moves, see my Pokemon, if I'm on stream delay, it's not a fun stream. Like I could get away around it. I don't care about PvP that much, right? I love PvP. I do PvP videos here and there, and I do like like going over games and stuff, and that's a fun way to get a hang of it. Oh shit, you're hopping Charm. I'm gonna dig out and go do some stuff really quick. I'll get back here though as soon as possible. But I do not recommend. Yeah, you don't worry about watching me on stream to learn PvP. Recommend watching my other PvP videos that I have, and I have a video from scratch, like learning how to get into PvP from scratch, all the way up to like tournament play. So check that out. Let's collect this 3 million from the shiny Durant flip, and 200k for that. Oregon Z is also pretty darn cool as well. So now back up to 20, a cool 23.2 million. Let's go ahead and collect this mail. I have so many. I'm curious, how many fossils did I have? I had 0. Okay, so I had 0 Helix fossils. Let's see how many I actually bought. This is gonna be a lot to claim, dude. Win claim all button, dude. I wish there was like a claim like the full page or something on mail, because this is, or like maybe all of them would combine into like, this is all just different fossils. Maybe all of these would combine into one mail. I don't know if that'd be possible. That'd be a really cool quality of life change. Okay, how many fossils did I end up with after that? I had 0. I bought 326. That's an hour. An hour of fossil hunting, probably. That is super solid. Do I just go back to Bagon, guys? What's the plan? You know what? Okay, I was gonna go Bagon, but you know what? Let's go to the Sinnoh spot, man. That spot is really, 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 really good. Yeah, I should be spending more time at that Sinnoh spot. I feel like that spot is just god tier. I almost want to do an entire video talking about that spot. You guys have probably seen it before if you've watched my streams or watched my content, but the spot I'm talking about is Route 210, specifically Route 210 north of Salation. If you go up by Celestic, it's different spawns, okay? Keep that in mind. We're going to head north of Salation, go over here, and then come right up. We're almost there. Also, I have to check a market on. Yeah, this will blow people. The market price on something changed crazily, but right here, this spot is insane. Pop lures, you will find Sudowoodo. What is it? Sudowoodo. I'm already forgetting. Sudowoodo, Mr. Mime, Breloom, and something else. What's the 4th rare? There is a bunch of rare spawns here. It's crazy, dude. It's like 4 different rare spawns. I'm trying to think of the other one. Scyther, Mr. Mime, Sudowoodo, Breloom. Crazy rare spawn. And Cricketune. Sure, why not? The item I wanted to talk about was, dude, 30-day donator statuses, guys. I don't know how many of you guys. I bought like 3 or 2 of them. Let's double check. I bought 2 30 days because they were like 3.1 mil during the event. Look what they are now. 3.7. I made, if I sell these, I might keep them, or at least keep one. I made 1.2 mil in like 2 weeks just by buying these 2 items when they were super cheap. That's a sick flip. I might just keep them. I'm not, or at least keep one, but that is a crazy difference. That was a nuts price change. Sudowoodo would definitely be my dream shiny here. My #1 pick for sure. I love this Pokemon. Dude, Rockhead Head Smash plus Wood Hammer is just, it's underrated, man. It's a really cool set. Hey, Pat, why do you always lead Shiny Spider? It has a Swarm ability, which increases your wild Pokemon encounters by 10%. So it just gives you more encounters per hour. You know what? Let me go ahead and fix my Vanities, by the way. I'm done with Scary Cloud Mask era. I would probably come back next Halloween or something, but right now it's time to go back to the, is this my hat? What do I don't even know what I want my hat to be, actually. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna do the afro. Actually, let me just change it to something that shows my hair. Probably just bunny ears or whatever. My classic look. We'll change my back slot to, I like the glistening purple. Yeah, that's probably it. I feel like that's got to be it. Tamer outfit gets changed to, I think Shinigami is kind of cool, but I have the purple robes. Or I wish these were alphabetized. What the fuck is this order? What like literally, what is this order, dude? I can't find anything. I think it's the order you, no, it's not the order you received them in. What is this order? Do I not have the purple robes? I thought I did. What do I wear then? This? It's so funny. What is this order? I think that's just what I wear. I thought I had the purple robes. Okay, maybe not. Then lollipop. Perfect. Now this on a flaming Ghost Rider bike? Now we're talking. The ideal male body. Am I right, fellas? You look like a kid that had his bike set on fire by the nasty older kids. Kind of cool. Good on them, man. Oh, I'm so glad you asked this question. Is there any old gen battle sprite mods instead of HD? Yes, there is Gen 2. There's Gen 2 sprite mods if you prefer that, which is, dude, I love that. So there's Gen 6 sprite mods if you guys prefer like the 3D sprites. I personally prefer the pixel sprites. I think Gen 5 is my favorite Pokemon art, so I just keep it the default, which is perfect for me. But there's also Gen 2 sprites if you guys prefer that, which is really cool. There's a lot of cool visual mods like that for Pokemon. You can always check out on the forums. Yeah, for those who don't know and for those who missed this, someone asked how I feel about the shiny rate in Pokemon, and I think it's perfect, but obviously I'm probably biased, but I think it's fantastic. It works so well for the economy, for the value of the shinies, for the appreciation, for the integrity, like everything. I put out a video like 2 months ago or a month ago, something like that, of one of the devs saying on the forums that 40% of shinies that are brought into the game every day get consumed. How crazy is that? Almost half of the shinies that get caught get consumed, either via breeding or either via prismatic pearls consuming. So like that's, dude, it is so under control. It's so crazy. It's super interesting. Like, and they keep a track on that. People always say, oh, do you think that we should make the shiny rate like easier in PokeMMO? And it's like, okay, why? Why do you think that to be the case? And it's like, oh, I don't know. I just think it's too hard. And it's like, okay, well, the economy, the stats, the data we have says otherwise, right? Like everything data-wise says that it's healthy and says it's good, right? Or I guess technically or releasing. That is true. That 40% could be from people releasing shinies, I guess. That is totally true. It's super interesting. I love to see game stats. I wish they shared more, but that stuff is super cool. Yeah, I think some people like come to the game as new players and just want the shiny rate to be easier, and it's just, why? Besides it, the only thing is just to be easier. Making something easier, there's a problem, by the way, for the sake of being easier is it's just not worth it, in my opinion. Obviously, there becomes a level of, oh, it takes too much time to where it alienates too many players. Sure, shiny hunting alienates definitely some players for PokeMMO, and that's an okay thing, though. Like, it's okay that some players don't want to play the game because of the shiny rate. So if you don't want to play PokeMMO because of the shiny rate, you probably weren't going to last anyway. I know that sounds really mean, but this game is all about grinding. It is an MMO first and foremost, okay? The end game is grinding, shiny hunting's grinding, PvP ends up being grinding, everything's grinding. If you don't like grinding, you're not going to enjoy any single MMO in the whole wide world, probably, right? Let alone PokeMMO. I don't, it's so weird to like play an MMO and be like, oh man, I have to, spend 30 hours for a shiny? What the? Imagine, like, I don't know, man. It's just so crazy. Like, go play a different game. It's probably just not for you. 30 hours on average for a shiny is really, I think that's really fair. I think it's pretty easy. You compare it to games like RuneScape or games even like EverQuest or older MMOs. What's like a current day? I don't know World of Warcraft enough. Does anybody have any hours on like, I don't know, like what's a comparable hunt in World of Warcraft? Like, what's the average, is it pets in World of Warcraft or mounts? What's the average mount hunt in World of Warcraft? How many hours does that take? Yeah, I know, like, yeah, that's honestly, comparing to WoW Classic is good, where, like, the average, like, leveling 1 to 60 is going to be, like, 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, like, 1 to 2 weeks of, like, game time is going to be, like, the average person leveling 1 to 60, which is a pretty comparable thing to, like, a shiny hunt. 30 hours is super fair. 30 hours is fine, but I guess at 300 hours, then it's a lot harder. I think any, like, but there's different scales, right? Like, if you want a rare shiny, expect a rare hunt, Yeah, I understand. Like, not every player is going to be able to do like 500-hour shiny hunts, right? That of course, that makes sense. I think once you reach the 2,000-hour stuff, that's where it's ridiculous. But that's obviously they're meant to be ridiculous. They're not meant to be like. Not every player is supposed to have a shiny Charizard. That'd be silly, you know. Everybody wants them, but not everybody can have them. That's sort of that's why they're wanted, you know. That's man. People just forget. Like if everybody had a shiny Charizard, nobody would care. Like. The reason why those things are so desired is because of how rare they are, right? That's what keeps that interest around. Yeah, Shedinja's a great example. Like, Shedinja is not a good-looking shiny. Almost nobody likes shiny Shedinja, right? It doesn't actually look good, but it's one of the most desired and respected shinies, and like one of the most hunted shinies in all of PokeMMO. Even though it looks like shit, it looks like literally the same, like it barely changes, but it's because it's one of the hardest hunts in the entire game that it is so respected. Like, but imagine if everybody had shiny Shedinja, like it'd be shit. Like, man, it's just so obvious. Like, it's just basic, yeah, memes. But like collectability and desirability are so important. People always want to just make it. They want to destroy that just for selfish gains. It blows my mind. I literally didn't even know that was happening, Shizu. So Team Mister, this is such a sick thing for all the team leaders out there. Keep this in mind. Team Mister puts up shiny bounties on certain shiny Pokemon we don't have in our team yet. So right now there's a 2.5 million Pokeyen bounty on shiny Sudowoodo, which is super sick. So if you encounter the Sudowoodo, you get that Pokeyen. It's a really cool way to like get your team motivated and involved to like specifically hunt towards certain shinies, or whether it's on a theme or whether it's for like a full living Pokedex, like a shiny dex for your team. Really cool thing to keep in mind for other team leaders. That's a cool little double battle to see. Breloom plus Sudowoodo. That's cool. Wait, someone said that, yeah, Breloom's tail looks like Sudowoodo's arms. That's kind of true. That's really funny. The, like, green poof balls are, like, pretty similar. That's a good meme. It is 4, I think, poof balls on the tail versus 3 on the hand, but I see, yeah, it's a good meme. I see where you're coming from. Okay, here's my funny food take of the day. Everybody, you know Sun Chips, right? Okay, Sun Chips are one of those chips you forget about. You never actually buy Sun Chips, but if, like, Sun Chips are like at the family function, you'll chow down and enjoy some Sun Chips. Growing up, I avoided Sun Chips because their whole thing was like, their whole shtick was like, they're not actually a healthy chip, but their whole shtick is like, they're like a natural, like organic, like healthy chip. As like a 12-year-old, I like avoided this because it sounded disgusting to me. little did I know they're just like fucking chips essentially, but like, it's really funny that like they were advertising how healthy they were to like get more people to eat them, and I, as a genius 12-year-old, thought that meant they sucked dick and it tasted bad, so I avoided them on purpose, which is reverse psychology, Gator brain. The only thing keeping Sun Chips in business is like grandmas and Subway. Subway have them on their shelf, and that's about like dude, no one's like buying Sun Chips. Come on, let's be honest. It's actually a great question. Do you think traditional Pokemon YouTubers will ever make regular PokeMMO content, and why? I mean, a lot of them have. Regular Pokemon content like being like consistent? Probably not. I mean, I think most Pokemon content creators play the main games because it's probably what they enjoy. It probably gets more views, and it's probably what they enjoy. But that's, you know, it's what they enjoy, really. If you want to like play competitive, you got to play Showdown, and you got to play, you know, the current gen, right? I guess Nuzlockes can kind of jump around wherever, but usually even, you know, Nuzlockers are jumping around. A lot of Pokemon content creators, I think there's two things. You're either playing the current gen or you're jumping around a bunch of different games. So like no one's, yeah, like I feel like I'm just like the PokeMMO guy, right? Which is an honor. But a lot of traditional Pokemon content creators have covered PokeMMO for like, you know, a second here or there. It's you know, it's happened. But I feel like a lot of them just don't stick around the way they don't stick around to any, you know, Pokemon game for the most part if they like jump around. So, you know, I don't really make sense. It's not like PokeMMO is like special in that regard, I guess. But I mean, obviously it has a lot of end game and stuff. But it can be tough to just like, I guess, specialize in one game. A lot of like I'm really lucky. I don't really get burnt out, which sounds ridiculous to a lot of people, but you know, I don't really. Or if I do, like my burnout turnaround times are so insane. Like if I get burnt out, I go play Xbox for 1 to 2 hours and I'm back and ready to go. Like my burnout recovery times are just insane. They always have been. And I played RuneScape. I played RuneScape for like 10 hours a day for 4.5 years. And after all of it, I still wanted to play more RuneScape. The only thing that stopped me playing more RuneScape was playing PokeMMO. I still loved RuneScape just as much. I never like, you know, dreaded it or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. To address the initial point, yeah, a lot of other Pokemon YouTubers have covered PokeMMO. I think they just kind of jump around looking for what's fun for them at the time and then just play whatever they enjoy, you know? Apparently, Pat, right now there's a game going on right now in OU that's 50 minutes in, 132 turns in, and both players are 6 Pokemon up. No way. I want to see this because that's insane. What is happening? Okay, why can't I have brain damage? Is it here and then spectate? Yeah, spectate. OU. Can I sort by duration? Oh my god. Like 52 minutes versus the next being 14 is crazy. What is this game? They're both 6v6 still? Are they just trolling? What is happening? This is like Turbo Stall versus Turbo Stall. Look at these cores, man. Oh my god, this stall team. Tentacruel, Weezing, Chansey, Quagsire. Quagsire and OU? Bronzong, Glistor versus Weezing, Chansey, Stormry. It's literally it's literally full stall versus full stall. I guess Mienshao is the only non-stall mon. But that's like... Oh, dude, this is... Oh, I hate this stuff. Man, I like wall Pokemon. I just can't imagine. I don't know, dude. Full wall team. Stall sounds painful. It can be fun. It can be Gatorade like chess and stuff, but yeah, like Mienshao gets regenerator, so it's like you end up like, yeah, it ends up being like a pivoter, so it is kind of enabling stall. What the toxic is this? Yeah, this is unhinged. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. How do you have all 12 mons alive like 54 minutes into a game? That is unbelievable. What did they do? Do they just play to time? Dude, I would have FF'd so long ago. How long is it? Getting into PvP is unironically pretty hard, I'd say, quiet in PokeMMO. I have a beginner guide from scratch to competitive play I recommend checking out. I'm not the best. I'm like the most average PvP player by any means, but I feel like in this situation, like you're not killing anything. Like you have, man. I feel like I need to start playing PvP because I run a lot of full setup mons, and I feel like full setup would do pretty well in these. Also, like Unaware Quagsire stops a lot of it, but like I run some pretty aggressive, pretty meme teams that I feel like would actually take advantage of a lot of these teams. Like Trick Room Rampardos would kind of go hard here, you know? As dumb as it sounds, right? Like you probably need like Ice Punch or something though to take out Glistor. But EQ, this is probably not Levitate. It's probably I wonder if this is Levitate or Heat Proof. I don't know if he has any. I'm not sure. Mag want to play PvP for fun. To be fair, both these guys are running full stall. I don't think either of these guys are playing PvP for fun. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say. I like stall to some extent. Stall can be cool to some extent. I know it's a hot take, but like this, not this though, right? Like that's you know. If not just FF, I would fall asleep. They're just playing to time, I think, to like draw or something. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's no way either of them kills anything. Like, the only way is if, like, he can bring in Mienshao and get off, like, a CC that one-shots something. But as long as this guy never misplays, that'll just never happen. Like, I don't know how you kill anything here. Okay, 30 seconds left in this game. I want to see it draw and see what happens. All right, there's time. Does he have to make a move? Because now it's over an hour. Is he just BMing him? Dude, that is next levels of BM. Holy shit. Not only did you hold him here for an hour, but you're getting every damn little grummy second that you can. No way. The man is going to stall him all the way to like 6. That is crazy. There it is. Wait, who won? Snowdream? Wait, what did it say? Someone won. The battle between Snowdream has ended due to its helmet. Snowdream won. I don't know if it just randomly decides or if it's like a HP based thing. I don't know. I don't know what decides that. Dude, look at that. The next match is only 14 minutes long. That was an hour-long game. That's miserable. Jeez Louise, dude. 150 turns almost, yeah. There should be 28,000. I need to pop a lore. This is 28,000 encounters, by the way, which is kind of cool. Dude, imagine if I finally break my single encounter dry streak and I get like a shiny Ponyta. For those that don't know, I've easily done like 500,000 single encounters. I've only had 2 single encounter shinies. A Rapidash, which is like a ×5 forward, obviously, but I got that single or double battle shiny technically in Dark Grass. A Rapidash, and to be fair, the other one was my Shuckle, which is obviously extremely lucky, but I'm really hoping to get something that's actually a decent, you know, single encounter shiny, so we'll see what happens. This is a great question from Infused. How do you memorize what each shiny looks like if you've ever missed one? So I have played a lot of Pokemon to where I do know what every shiny looks like for the most part, probably. At least like Gen 5 and below, for sure. But however, in PokeMMO, it's actually like really hard to miss a shiny for a lot of reasons. First things first, if you have your sound on, you'll be able to hear the like sound effect, which is awesome. Secondly, for a long time it used to say like all caps. I think it might still say like shiny. Like if I encountered a shiny Scyther, it would say like shiny Scyther in the name. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it still does. And then also, if you try to run away from a shiny, the game will give you a confirmation screen and say, hey, you're trying to run from a shiny. Are you sure you want to run? So there's like there's so many things that prevent you from running, like, yeah, accidentally running from a shiny in Pokemon, which is really awesome because the shiny rate is already so tough that, like, imagine just accidentally running from one. Like, you might as well just, yeah. If you find a shiny, you deserve it, you know? The issue is with that topic, at some point I really want to do an in-depth video talking about like the big 3 vanities in PokeMMO, which are the Electric Storm, the Desu Lab Coat, and the Colorable Desu Lab Coat, but they're different vanities technically, and then the Q Hat. Like those 3 vanities are all like 15 bill a piece or some shit. Around that, it's hard to really gauge. Which is a unfathomable amount of money to most people, including myself. Like 15 bill, if you misheard me, not mil. 15 billion Pokeyen. It's a disgusting amount of money. And I'd really love to like learn the history of those items in full and like do a really big deep dive on them, because like, yeah, it's just, they're crazy. They're crazy. It's actually a really good question, Bruno, because yeah, there's not that many ways to learn about hyper expensive vanities, things like the blue flaming skull, the orange flaming skull, like the ghost sheet. I was showing off like, I think Flare Blitz as it, yeah, like this kind of thing, like, because they're not sold on the GTL because they're worth more than the max cash stack, so no one would sell them on the GTL. A turtle changed his head. Like, yeah, so like it's really hard to learn about these types of vanities, so it'd be cool to cover them in a video one time, but I want to do the big 3 justice. Like Quacks has like a blue flaming skull, but I want to do the big 3 the proper justice of like a historical breakdown. Yeah, like here's some stuff on the GTL. So you have like the ghost costume at 1.7 1.8 bill, jack-o'-lantern at 1 bill. Like obviously this is not actually worth that. These are like kind of actually worth that. Rudolph's antlers 500 mil. Scythe is usually around 600 mil. Candy cane 250 mil. Yeah, you reach items that are like so expensive. They can't even sell them on the GTL or you're losing money, like a disgusting amount of money, you know. Ollie hair clip, some crazy ones though, some cool vanities. Okay, someone asked me to go breed a Pokemon really quick, which is a funny request, but I respect it. They want to see if my strings are faster than theirs, so let me go do that really quick. We're gonna head over to a different region to do it because I'd like other regions' daycares more. Okay, because I'm dumb, I'm gonna do something unhinged. Okay, we are going to do this. I'm gonna pop a shiny charm. Literally just to breed. Let's go to Unova then. I'm gonna pop a shiny charm literally just to breed these like 20 Pokemon, these 20 alphas, and then I'm going to log off and save the charm for next stream, which is a good meme. So let's do this craziness, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in a sec. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if my strings. I probably should move this over a little bit and do it like this, but we already popped. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see how this goes. I haven't bred. It's nice as I don't actually have to worry about Oh, it's so nice, man. Is it still selecting Pokeball? Probably, right? Okay, yeah. I need to buy more Pokeballs. That was my lore. It fucked me up. Okay. This is actually really fast. So these are the new strings, man. Yeah, these strings are really fast. I don't know who was asking if mine are faster than theirs. I should check this out. This is quite fast. Make sure you guys turn up for tomorrow's stream. If you want to see me hatch these eggs and see if there's actually a shiny inside, make sure to hang out tomorrow's stream, 12 p.m. ET, Tuesday. All right, here's the last 2. Like, my mechanics were really bad here. You definitely could, like, see, you do this way faster. But, like, these strings are still really fast. I did 20 eggs in, like, 3 minutes. My mechanics are so bad. But it's good strings, is the meme. That was just mechanical issues. But that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to call it there. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to log off, honestly, so I can save all my time. Appreciate you guys watching today. Have a fantastic day. Make sure to like the stream if you did enjoy it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. Stick around the Twitch stream for the raid. Subscribe, follow on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET, daily video uploads, Discord. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo do keep me around, making more videos, more streams, and everything like that. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here. Firstly, thank you so much for watching till the very end of the video. I truly hope it was worth your time today. And secondly, thanks to everybody whose name is listed here. You guys all go above and beyond and allow me to make daily content. Thanks again. Have a great day.